assassin here.
For sure.
White is going to try and play the same crazy, spread out, killing style.
Explosive mid.
But Blue has a bit more control this time.
This game right here is going to be decided by Dade on Twisted Fate.
Right.
Because Twisted Fate against pick comps is so good because he's so good at reacting to the picks being set up.
Coming out of Blue here so they can make an impact where they've been trying to in that mid game. Because if they fall once again, I think this could be a quite quick 3-0.
That's the direction. Look near unstoppable.
Yeah, and the laning phase here, I mean, Ryze is having a fairly easy lane against Kassadin in a one-on-one, so that's going to be an easy lane for Acorn to deal with. Bottom lane is heavily in favor of Samsung Blue, which means with the Twitch pick, there's a very high chance we see the lane swap from Samsung White, like we've seen actually in every single game so far with the lane swaps.
Yeah, and I fear for Dade's laning phase against Pon's Fizz. I've seen a lot of Fizzes just go off against TF in lane, especially if he gets a little bit of an edge, and especially since Pon has had such an advantage over Dade this whole series.
Yeah, it's all about the outplay potential here. If you go in with your Q on Fizz and you save your Trickster, your E, for when the gold card is being shot in the air from the Twisted Fate and you dodge it, then you have the all-in potential. There is Ghost Flash though, like we often see from Dade when he can. And that Ghost can be very important if Pon wants to try like a max range ulti to try and hit him with it.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of ultis used quite fast in this one. We've seen 3-minute dragon fights and even earlier skirmishes in the jungle. Samsung White did not come out good on the end of that second game skirmish, losing one but still coming out on top in the game. A very hard force to stop, and right now putting everything on the plate. It's like they're coming into these with a roll of quarters in their fist for every fight here, and Blue's got to find a way to stop it.
For a fast push because they want this lane swap to last the shortest possible amount of time.
They're going to get 3 buffed.
Yep.
Mata was already at the red buff here. They're running in.
Probably.
We might see an early fight here.
We may just see an early fight.
It depends if Imp decides to feint over there or if Pon beats TF to the punch.
Well, the Ward Wars have definitely already gone down on this one. Red buff in the brush.
Wow.
The Hurricane. Wow.
What a great Janet Tornado. Right
Howling
there.
Gale, Hurricane.
I really feel like Blue is completely beaten out early on in the game here, and Acorn actually gets hit again.
That's going to be some big damage. The exhaust to stay in range. Oh my gosh, they actually pull off the kill as well. You can see the crowd is even stunned on that one.
What?
Then you go in and you give first blood to Twitch, the champion you banned in the last game. Nice play by Dade here. Notice how he's actually holding on to the gold card, waiting for the jump. Then he lands.
I mean, I'm just looking at this game before it happens, just team composition-wise. We already talked about it. Acorn would have had a lane advantage over Loop in favor of Samsung White. So just like we've seen in all these other games, everyone on White is winning, even though the composition shouldn't dictate that necessarily happening.
Well, we already know you give White a bit of an advantage, and they will completely run with it. Heart level 2 here, can't do much to save Acorn. The damage already knocking Acorn out of lanes.
Janna shield from Mata onto a Twitch as well. I mean, you have so much damage on this Ryze, so there's no armor in his runes. Let's see his Spirit. Nope.
Good find coming in from Dandy there. Nice pressure towards the top lane. Def is going to have to push out of that, and when Spirit thought he was safe, he wasn't.
Is so far ahead of Blue right now in mentality and in play. Blue is being read like a book right here. Everywhere they want to go, White is there first or they're countering. Kassadin, while he was getting his double golems taken, was just with the vision control of White, they're trying to block both the river and also the own jungle of Blue. And since Spirit, where Blue just gives it up or goes aggressive themselves before any of that happens.
Yeah, they have to set up a pick first and then go for it. They cannot risk starting up the dragon.
Right now, they're all quite pushed up. So it doesn't look like much can be used from that at this point. 9.5 minutes in. We're going to see Blue trying to do what they can to continue feeding Def these resources. Spirit's here to try and do that already.
Yeah, and Samsung Blue is really going back to what used to work for them. A lot of defensive pink wards as well. Look at the 3 pink wards they have here. Dade is actually standing on one of them. Simply to make sure you can use the Twisted Fate. Here's the ulti coming in.
Doesn't matter if the lane is pushed. It's going to be a big hit, and they are going to take down Imp. They are going to drop Mata. Looper comes down very late on this one, but safety to get himself out of that one, and Blue tries to make the first move here.
On top of the turret, White is not safe, and now they push for more. 5-minute Dragon against 3 of Samsung White.
Exactly what we talked about here. Samsung Blue had to set
They
up
want
the
to
pick
steal.
first.
They want to steal.
Let's see what they can do.
Oh! The Prince of Thieves comes up once again, kicks away, almost to safety. That's a kill going over to Spirit, but Looper's finalized himself 1, 2, possibly 3 with one more rift. No, he's just going to get the triple kill off an easy Q. It does not look good right now for Acorn. He's going to be falling from the tree. Possible quadra kill. Pawn's going to
Let's just rewind a little bit. We're just going to see the fight again. This is 3 members from Samsung White. Dandy gets the steal. We've seen it so many times back in OGN as well. And then the Castellan here can just start cleaning up kills. Dade goes down first, flash in with the E, and meanwhile, Masa rejoins, and now the Castellan chase just starts.
It's too much. I mean, they were low on mana, they did not have ultimates, and White was there to collapse. Blue could have been happy getting the kills.
That was the whole idea. The problem was, as we also mentioned, as soon as this dragon fight goes wrong,
a lot goes wrong.
A lot goes wrong because Castellan and Fizz, they get the kills. Dade is like, I have to snowball now, and he buys a Soul Stealer.
And every time we see Blue come into these games, they want to
set up to help him there, and White can do whatever they want. Blue is completely out of sorts now.
Surge Blue in the drop.
Bit of a race.
Dade getting hit up. He could just get Howling Gales right out of a Destiny. Why he's not trying to get out of this one. He's able to walk out. He had more on the side there. Get a little bomb and have worried for 2 what? What do he'll go for the Moby Boots again. We've been seeing it on Rengars. Still trying to make plays, and making plays indeed. That's the pop-up. Here comes the expunge.
Alone, you go for the kill.
Yeah, and White's just going to keep going here. They're walking right over wards, and Blue has to give up position because we know how strong Dandy and the rest of White is right now. I just see Blue being in total desperation mode right now and not having the items to fight. But here they go.
The Destiny goes, so Vision is everywhere they needed to. Spirit so low, Heart just as low in a matter of seconds. A double kill coming in for Pawn. It doesn't matter what he's on. The team's ready and willing to continue the kills. There we get another one going over to Dandy, and the obliteration begins once again. Now we're only 15 minutes in. It's a 7,000, well 6,000 gold lead as they hit 20K.
Yeah.
You can get some points.
And this was just a poor decision from the start.
Yeah, they're going, I mean, Rise is not there, so it's actually a 4v4, but they're already so far behind. Instantly 2 members goes down, Tricks are coming in, hitting both of them, and just, once again, watching drop low. Castellan and Elysin is never gonna let you get away, so they can just keep chasing these kills. And this has to be one of the most one-by-one.
Bend their focus in 3 straight games.
Yeah, they're just getting completely outplayed, and I think for me, we have talked about it before, the pick and ban phase.
Now wow!
Nobody's safe.
But the pick and ban phase, the last 2 times these teams faced each other, has actually been very
Pawn's champion pool is like an ocean at this point. I haven't seen him bad on any single champion, which is just
some player, and now he's really getting to play during Worlds, and he's just shining on it.
Absolutely back on point. Now giving Spirit a little bit of hell in his own jungle. We can see that Heart really can't even reply to this. Gets him right out. Not even going to help that Spirit tries to throw on the ulti. Not enough time there, and they have Heart on the run as well. Looper's just drawing in more of a fight here. They have a full team of White coming behind them. Heart's just running, trying to get out. He's not going to solidify that kill onto Looper. He's way too tanky with the Rod of Ages already charged up. And that's one thing that Blue is as well.
Just look at how they changed the picks. Assassin's mid lane. Even Looper is playing like Assassin champions with their Kali in game 1, with the Castellan in this game here. He normally plays like the utility tank top laners. So Samsung White beforehand.
This is ugly.
I mean, yeah, they're just going to keep killing
2v1 right now. doing what he wants. Dandy going where he pleases. The cripple hits. He's going to have the connection. The Howling Gale will pop him up. There's the Zephyr, the exhaust, and Pawn just plops right down for this. Minutes in the first game to close out number 2, but it looks like they're going for some bit of a record here in a best-of-3 series, not wanting to go 5 games. We still see Def trying to push. Spirit getting caught out once again. You're up, you're down. There's almost no time to have on the Rift right now for Blue, as they are just getting taken out every time they are on top of a ward or scene. Still damage from Looper, or rather Def. But he's not going to get these kills. Just to hop away from Looper, and he's still drawing the attention. Oh,
here comes Pawn.
Here comes Pawn indeed. There's the damage. He's going to be able to lock this one down. Relentless Pursuit was already used. The catch-up is there. Heart goes down on the other side of the map as well, and things are getting a little out of hand at this point. 23-3, 20 minutes in with an 11,000 gold lead.
This is one of those games where Blue knows it's the last game before they're eliminated from Worlds, so they don't want to give up, and everyone is trying to make a play, but it is just leading to...
fast enough against Samsung Blue, because they had the more passive solo laners at that time. But now when you just give them these assassin picks and you get this lead early on, which we have seen them have before against Samsung Blue, they can just completely snowball it out of control and give Blue no chance.
Snowball out of control indeed. It's rolling down the hill quite fast. Fish goes out. Acorn gets chomped on that one. And it looks like Dade will also fall. Spirits in the eyes of Pawn right now, missing the bola. But it looks like it's not going to matter. We see Heart going down the other side of the map. It's going to be another clean ace if they catch up to Spirit. They have all the time in the world to work on these inhibitor turrets. Actually, on the Nexus turrets right now.
This might be it right now.
With game, we saw them
go to the finals right now.
Huge, 28-3, 22 minutes in. Are they really going to knock it down right now? The quickest in this best-of-5 series, and they do not hesitate to drop the Nexus. It's only going to take 3. Samsung White finally defeats Samsung Blue.
And in